Hello everyone. After dedicating the whole week to researching the potential outcomes of Tanjiro and Giyu meeting Kokushibo, exploring how the storyline might differ if Sabito didn't perish at the hands of the demon, and considering the consequences of Akaza choosing to prey on women too. Without further delay, let's delve into these scenarios. But before we begin, could you please support me by subscribing? Thank you. And now, let's proceed. Imagine if, in the original storyline, Kiriya had agreed to the suggestion of sending Tanjiro and Giyu to the location of Upper Moon 1 after realizing the difficulty of defeating him. In this scenario, upon Tanjiro and Giyu's arrival, they would prioritize helping the severely injured Muishiro and Genya before facing the relentless attacks of Upper Moon 1. As the battle unfolds, Tanjiro would showcase his impressive skills, including using Hinokami Kagura to counter Kokushibo's blood demon art. Kokushibo's reaction to Tanjiro's unique breathing style and Hanafuda earrings would add an intriguing twist to the story, especially considering his sentimental attachment to Yoriishi's broken wooden flute. I believe that the storyline will drastically change once the truth about Tanjiro Kokushibo is revealed, leading to a disconnect between the battle and his childhood memories flashing in his mind. His past actions finally catching up to him, the memories prompting him to make a decision to fight alongside his brother. Blinded by greed and living in shame, Kokushibo decides to join the demon slayers to defeat Muzan, causing the pillars to question his sudden change, except for Tanjiro, who can sense Kokushibo's genuine intentions and agrees to his proposal. In this theory, Muichiro and Genya manage to survive their original fates, leading to a more intense confrontation as they, along with others, face off against Muzan. To everyone's surprise, Kokushibo joins the battle against Muzan, catching the demon off guard. Muzan is unaware of Kokushibo's presence due to being preoccupied with the aftermath of a quick resolution to the fight with the Upper Moons. Lady Tamayo's poisoning of Muzan with the help of Upper Moon 1 complicates matters. Yushiro manipulates Nakime to bring Muzan to the surface, but Muzan retaliates by killing Nakime and Kokushibo. However, a small alteration in the events allows the demon slayers to bolster their ranks with more pillars to challenge Muzan. During the battle, Tanjiro gains insights into Kokushibo through his ancestral memories with Yoriichi. The final battle of the Infinity Castle arc will be doubly intense, and there is a chance that another Hashira could be alive. Speculation is welcomed on who might survive. In this alternate scenario, the story ends tragically once again. Tanjiro and Giyu, having barely defeated Akaza, confront Upper Moon 1. Instead of Kokushibo willingly joining the fight against Muzan, he becomes enraged upon seeing the identical earrings of his brother. This leads to an emotional and intense battle where Kokushibo unleashes all his blood demon art skills, causing chaos with his relentless attacks. Despite the presence of 6 pillars in the room, Upper Moon 1 remains unaffected as Tanjiro and Giyu struggle with their injuries. However, Genya manages to corner Kokushibo using roots from his blood demon art gun, while Muichiro stabs Kokushibo with his red blade, bringing the confrontation to a climax. The memory of Yoriishi fuels Kokushibo with anger, causing him to transform into his monstrous form with blades emerging from his body. Despite the pillars struggling to keep up with his enhanced techniques, Tanjiro and Giyu manage to cut off Kokushibo's head using Hinokami Kagura and water breathing. However, Kokushibo quickly regenerates, showcasing his strength as the strongest demon moon. The stone and wind Hashira join forces to behead Kokushibo, but their victory is short-lived as Muzan revives and slaughters most of the demon slayers. By the time they regroup to face Muzan, it may already be too late. In the second scenario, during the final battle, Giyu Tomioka becomes a sacrifice alongside the other Hashira. In a different twist, if Sabito had survived the final selection and trained alongside Giyu to become a water pillar, their encounter with Tanjiro and Nezuko would begin with Sabito holding Nezuko hostage, similar to what Giyu had done. Tanjiro would face the challenge of taking down both Hashira to save his sister. However, Nezuko surprises everyone by protecting her brother, leading Sabito to spare their lives. They provide Tanjiro with guidance to find Mr. Urokodaki, setting the stage for an interesting turn of events. In this alternate timeline, Tanjiro becomes more skilled under Sabito's guidance, learning new techniques as he prepares for the final selection. Without the hand demon present during Tanjiro's exam, he faces a different challenge. During the Mount Natagumo arc, Tanjiro manages to hold off Ruin, the Lower Moon 5, before being saved by Sabito and Giyu. In the Hashira meeting arc, the Demon Slayer Corps discuss the unusual case of Nezuko, with both Sabito and Giyu providing their perspectives. Tanjiro's journey as a demon slayer is made easier with the guidance of two water pillars. Giyu's usual poker face is attributed to his traumatic past, but in this timeline, with Sabito alive, Giyu's mood is not as somber as in the original storyline. Moving ahead to the Hashira training arc, significant changes occur as Giyu readily agrees to train with Sabito without any prompting from Tanjiro. The spar between Sanemi and Giyu may not even happen, or perhaps Sanemi simply dislikes Giyu's personality in this universe. The Infinity Castle arc sees a major change with 10 Hashiras instead of 9 facing off against Muzan. The events leading up to the fight against Akaza remain the same until Tanjiro, along with the two water pillars, confront Muzan. However, Akaza suddenly appears, sparking Tanjiro's desire for revenge for Rengoku. When utilizing the Hinokami Kagura, Tanjiro successfully decapitates Akaza with the assistance of Sabito and Giyu, who divert Akaza's attention from harming Tanjiro. Despite being beheaded, Akaza continues to unleash his blood demon art until memories of his human life resurface, causing Akaza to surrender to Muzan. Sabito and Giyu collaborate with their proficient water-breathing techniques, but realizing Muzan's strength, they must seek support from other Hashiras. As the battle intensifies, all the Hashiras fight in harmony, anticipating Muzan's attacks and ultimately securing victory at the cost of numerous Hashiras and demon slayers. The conclusion differs from Tanjiro transforming into a demon, allowing everyone to live happily ever after. Tanjiro would greatly appreciate it if you subscribed right now. If Akaza were to start consuming women daily like his subordinate Doma after becoming a demon, his last memory would not affect him. He would begin to consume both women and men to satisfy his hunger and increase his strength. Women are found to be more nutritious for demons, leading to a situation where Doma challenges Akaza for the position of Upper Moon 2. Despite this, Akaza remains in the same rank as Doma, surpasses him due to his lack of power from not consuming women. Moving on to the fight for the top rank, Kokushibo would still outperform Akaza no matter how hard he tried. The exciting Mugen Train arc took a sudden turn when Tanjiro and Inosuke defeated Enmu, while Rengoku and Nezuko protected the passengers. Akaza emerged from the bushes, his eyes displaying the kanji upper rank 2. Rengoku, a passionate flame Hashira, fought with all his might against Akaza, but ultimately lost and met a tragic end. The story continued until the Upper Moon meeting, where Doma made an appearance. In the Infinity Castle arc, Tanjiro and Giyu faced Akaza in a chilling battle with two possible outcomes. The first one is Tanjiro fighting with all his strength for revenge alongside Giyu. Akaza, now an upper rank 2 demon with exceptional skills, poses a significant threat to Tanjiro and Giyu. Akaza's combined strength would easily overpower the pillars, leading to a quick and devastating outcome. Without Tanjiro and Giyu, the final battle against Muzan would be unlikely to happen, as Akaza's loyalty to Muzan would persist, allowing the demon's influence to spread unchecked. A possible alternate scenario could see Tanjiro and Giyu once again facing off against Akaza in a crucial battle to determine the course of events. During the intense battle, Akaza lands a powerful blow on Tanjiro, rendering him unconscious. Despite losing an arm in the fight, Giyu continues to protect Tanjiro. As Akaza begins to regenerate, memories of his father and past mistakes flood his mind, leading to a moment of realization about his failures. When Tanjiro regains consciousness and strikes Akaza, it triggers memories of his teacher and his inability to protect his loved ones. Overwhelmed with a mix of emotions, Akaza decides to use his destructive abilities on himself, severing most of his body parts. In a poignant moment, his wife Kyuki appears and offers him comfort as he passes away, allowing him to find peace in the arms of a loving partner. The story then resumes its original course following these events. Today's video is done for now. I put in a lot of hours to create this video, and all I request is for you to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.